Television. First, a look at the headlines. His Highness Sayyid Yazan bin Haytham Al Saeed chairs a discussion session implemented by the Finance and Economic Committee of the Council of Ministers in the Wilaya of Al Jabal Al Akhbar. The first Oman International Rehabilitation Conference in Muscat reviews the challenges of rehabilitation and physiotherapy. And the Munich Security Conference starts amid unprecedented political, military, and economic tensions. Welcome to our news center. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Highness Sayyid Yazan bin Haytham Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for Economic Affairs, chaired one of the discussion sessions held by the Financial and Economic Committee of the Council of Ministers, with the participation of a number of Their Excellencies, the Ministers in the Wilaya of Al Jabal Al Akhbar and Al Dakhiliya Governorate. During the session, His Highness the Deputy Prime Minister for Economic Affairs was briefed on the key findings and recommendations reached by the committee in its previous sessions. His Highness also shared a number of observations and suggestions aimed at advancing economic growth and enhancing the efficiency of the investment environment in the Sultanate of Oman. It is worth noting that the Financial and Economic Committee of the Council of Ministers holds these sessions to address various economic issues with a particular focus on economic diversification sectors targeted by the 11th Five-Year Plan, as well as employment-related matters. The first Oman International Rehabilitation Conference kicked off today, organized by the Ministry of Health, with the participation of 120 healthcare professionals from various specializations. Over the course of the conference, participants will discuss key challenges facing rehabilitation and physiotherapy services, as well as explore practical solutions to enhance patient care and improve services delivery. The first Oman International Rehabilitation Conference is an important moment for multidisciplinary professionals, researchers, policymakers, and innovators focused on advancing rehabilitation science and practice. The conference will concentrate on evidence-based methods and innovative research regarding modern rehabilitation technologies to support the restoration of functionality, promote inclusion, and enhance the quality of life for individuals across their lifespan. The opening ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Sheikh Rashid bin Ahmed Al-Shamsi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Social Development for Family Affairs and Community Development. Internationally, the White House confirmed that U.S. President Donald Trump intends to unveil his plan for the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip, along with proposals for an international force to stabilize the territory during an upcoming meeting of the Peace Council next week. On the ground, the Israeli occupation forces continues its violations of the ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. The IOF carried out demolitions operations east of Khan Yunis in the southern Gaza Strip, while an Israeli drone dropped explosive devices on Palestinian homes east of the Zaytun neighborhood in the central Gaza Strip. The Kremlin said the next round of peace talks on Ukraine will be held next week, but did not confirm where. On the ground, Ukrainian drones launched an attack on the Volgograd region and surrounding areas in southern Russia, injuring several people and damaging residential buildings, industrial facilities, and vehicles. Local sources indicated that the attack damaged the Lukoil oil refinery in Volgograd, which represents about 5% of Russia's total oil refining capacity. Meanwhile, 7 people were killed and others injured in a Russian attack on a part in the Odessa region of Ukraine on the Black Sea. The attack also targeted railways and infrastructure in the Dnipropetrovsk region of Ukraine. The 62nd Munich Security Conference kicks off today in Germany amidst military, political, and economic tensions that threaten to unravel the international order established after World War II. The conference will witness the participation of more than 60 world leaders and nearly 100 foreign and defense ministers from various countries to discuss a range of pressing global issues and events. The three-day conference also highlighted transatlantic rifts as the Munich Security Report 2026 released ahead of the conference describes a world of entering an era of wrecking ball politics. This year's MSC will address topics including European security and defense, the future of transatlantic ties, the revival of multilateralism, various visions for global order, regional conflicts, and the security effects of technological advancements, with transatlantic rifts taking center stage. The Bangladesh Nationalist Party, the BNP, led by Tariq Rahman, won the first general election in Dhaka in 2 years. A party official said the results was expected to reflect voters' confidence and aspirations, pointing out that initial estimates showed the party surpassing the 150-seat threshold, thus securing a parliamentary majority. An election commission spokesperson clarified that the BNP is on track to win at least 2/3 of the seats and form the next government. Cyclone Ghazani has left 36 people dead, 6 missing, and about 300,000 affected in Madagascar, the country's disaster management office said yesterday. The storm brought sustained gusts nearing 270 kilometers per hour, tearing off roofs, toppling trees, and knocking out power in several areas. Ghazani has since moved southwards towards Mozambique's coast as rescue and cleanup operations continue until Messina. This was the second cyclone to hit Madagascar this year, 10 days after tropical cyclone Fitia killed 14 and displaced over 31,000 people, according to the UN's humanitarian office. Still to come in our news bulletin. An Omani farmer successfully cultivates sesame in the wilaya of Suwayg. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The number of guests in 3- to 5-star hotels increased by 10.8% in 2025. This reflects the flourishing tourism sector and its attraction of both domestic and international tourists. Here is a report.
Indicators reflect the positive performance of the hotel and aviation sectors in the Sultanate of Oman, supported by the growth of tourism and the economy and the strengthening of air connectivity both domestically and internationally. Data from the National Center for Statistics and Information showed that the total revenues for 3- to 5-star hotels exceeded 237 million Oman Riyals by the end of last year, recording an increase of approximately 22% annually. Hotel occupancy rates also rose to nearly 57%, and statistics showed an increase of approximately 11% in the number of hotel guests, reaching nearly 2.3 million. Passenger traffic through Omani airports witnessed growth of nearly 3% annually by the end of last year, exceeding 14.9 million passengers. The total number of flights, arrivals, and departures exceeded 104,500, recording a decline of less than 3%. The data also indicated a decrease in the number of international flights through Muscat International Airport by 4.5%, while the number of domestic flights rose by more than 6%. Meanwhile, Salalah Airport recorded a decline in the number of international flights by more than 2%, while domestic flights recorded remarkable growth exceeding 14%.
The University of Technology and Applied Sciences in Nizwa organized the Window on Heritage competition at the Oman Across Ages Museum, showcasing students' artistic talents inspired by Omani heritage. The two-day event aimed to foster artistic talent and deepen students' connection to Omani heritage through creative expression. Here's more in this report.
Within the arts corridor of the Oman Across Ages Museum, colors, textures, and symbols drawn from Omani heritage have found new life on canvas. Students representing different branches of the University of Technology and Applied Sciences, along with representatives from several higher education institutions, presented artworks inspired by Oman's cultural legacy. The Window on Heritage competition was designed to discover and nurture emerging talent in fine arts, while strengthening students' creative skills. Through diverse visual interpretations, participants reflected on elements of traditional life, architecture, customs, and collective memory.
My painting is a contemporary design that mixes Omani fabrics with the Omani women, which Omani women represent. How we represent ourselves is through our clothing. I used acrylic on canvas, and I wanted to showcase Omani jewelry with Omani fabrics and how together they represent women.
Beyond the exhibition space, the initiative contributes to enhancing aesthetic awareness within the academic community and boosting ties between educational and cultural institutions. The competition also supports efforts to enrich local art scene and encourage a new generation to engage confidently with their heritage through creativity. Reporting from Oman Across Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah, this is Salih Bukhalfan al-Rahbi, الداخلية, Governorate.
Thank you, Saleh. In a notable agricultural achievement, Omani farmer Saeed Al-Jahwari has successfully cultivated sesame in the Wilaya of Suwaig, opening new horizons for crop diversification in the region. Despite climate challenges, Al-Jahwari adopted modern irrigation methods and selected quality seeds, resulting in a productive harvest. Sesame, known for its low water requirements and high market value, could offer promising opportunities for farmers in Suwaig and across Oman. His success highlights the growing role of innovation in strengthening Oman's agricultural sector and enhancing food security. This is the Sultanate of Oman's television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here's a recap of the main points. His Highness Sayyid Yazid bin Haytham Al Saeed chairs a discussion session implemented by the Finance and Economic Committee of the Council of Ministers in the Wilaya of Al Jabal Al Akhbar. The first Oman International Rehabilitation Conference in Muscat reviews the challenges of rehabilitation and physiotherapy. And the Munich Security Conference starts amid unprecedented political, military, and economic tensions. With that, we come to the end of tonight's bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.